Science proves kids are bad for Earth. Control over vehicle choices. Globalist climate activists are coming after your transportation. Global climate activists will not tell you passenger car emissions account for only 10% of global CO2 emissions. Globalist climate activists will not tell you plug-in hybrids are all electric for commutes and gas for long trips.
In marketing, they say these are eco-friendly green vehicles, but in reality terribly harmful to the environment. Annual production of lithium increased from 25,400 to 85,000 tons. Lithium comes from two major sources: brine and hard rock deposits. Miners drill holes in the salt flats and pump the salty, mineral-rich brine to the surface, leaving it to evaporate in huge artificial lakes or ponds. Here the lithium-rich brine water is left to evaporate in the sun. The remaining solution is further processed in several stages until the lithium is suitable for use. This process uses a lot of water, over 500,000 gallons, which is close to 2 million liters of water for each ton of lithium produced.
500,000 gallons of water to produce 2,000 pounds of lithium. The average EV battery weighs between 1 and 2,000 pounds. One EV takes 250 to 500,000 gallons of water to produce its battery.
But these large evaporation pools are often far from sealed. This can and has led to the leaching of toxic substances into the surrounding water supply. Such massive use of water not only affects the surrounding ecosystem but also has a huge impact on local farmers, harmful to the environment as lithium, cobalt, and nickel. Cobalt mining produces large amounts of airborne particles, which often contain toxic contaminants such as uranium.
Did you know that the mining of cobalt for electric car batteries releases uranium dust particles in the air?
These substances are associated with serious health problems.
Uranium is poisonous to humans and animals through ingestion, inhalation, and skin contact. It is very toxic to fish upon release into water sources.
Containing materials, they can generate sulfuric acid when exposed to air and water. When this acid drains from the mines, it can devastate rivers, streams, and other aquatic and terrestrial environments for a very long time. According to Forbes, batteries produced in China generate somewhere in the region of 60% more carbon dioxide than internal combustion engines.
Did you know that the mining of cobalt and lithium by China's polluting factories produce 60% more carbon per each individual EV than the equivalent carbon fuel combustion engine car will emit in its usable lifetime?
Cobalt is found basically all across the world, from North America to Southeast Asia and Australia. The DRC has the largest deposits of cobalt in the world. It is estimated that 70% of all the cobalt in the entire world is found in the DRC. More than 73% of Congolese live under $2 a day. This has been further worsened by the sheer amount of child labor involved. Human rights violations, such as the use of child labor, abound in the DRC's cobalt mining industry.
The exploitation of blacks continues. Green activists, primarily whites, push their EV Green New Deal, apparently at the expense of blacks and black children in the Congo.
The bulk of the DRC mining activities is carried out by China.
Chinese government-backed mining companies are using Congolese children to mine cobalt, a key in electric car batteries. Are American car makers helping China to exploit African children? China holds the world's dominant cobalt processing. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, unsafe working conditions, less than $1 a day, injuries, and diseases inside the mines. Are these the consequences of a greener world? And are bloody batteries made from cobalt the best source of the future of cars? And is the American green agenda built with the bloody hands of the children in Africa?
Do we have enough lithium in the U.S. to meet that demand?
You know, not by 2030 or 35. We don't have enough in the world to turn, that much production of the world.
So what steps should be taken to make these battery eco-friendly? The most logical step to take would be to stop using them altogether.
But in terms of efficiency, yesterday we were running at 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour. Today, 1.4 miles per kilowatt hour.
Here's the problem. There's only one car charger here at Random Services. There's a car in it already. But if I did need to charge the car, I'm not going to be able to do that with a caravan coupled to the back. I'm going to have to unhitch the caravan, leave it in a car park somewhere, hope someone doesn't nick it, come in, back in there because the charge port's at the back of the car, charge my vehicle for, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes, and then hitch the caravan back up and be on my way. Yeah, like that's going to happen.
Charging has been pretty challenging. I stopped at one of the most popular charging sites in the country on the I-5 in Kalinga, a big Tesla supercharger network there, and I went to a low-speed charger. It took me about 40 minutes to get 40%.
Yesterday, we started at 95%.
Yeah.
We finished at 63%. 32% of the battery used. Right?
Yeah.
Today, we started at 95, so
Yeah.
the same. We finished with 31% of the battery. We've used 64% of the battery.
this vehicle's meant to do like 300 miles or so on a full charge, and you know, on its own, it would probably easily do 280.
Yeah.
Today we've done 96 miles, and it's saying we've only got another 60 left. That's like half.
Yeah.